let eBay, Amazon, and Zappos get all the money? Get your piece of the pie, too. Click on the link on thedougsstewartshow.com or the app link for details. The Doug Stewart Show is off and running, but just like every company, we need sponsors. Would yours like to work with one of the livest, most dynamic, and recognized sports talk show personalities in America? By the way, that's me. Getting in on the ground floor? Well, call us at 770-847-0536 or email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com and let's do business. From the smallest company in Atlanta to the biggest brands nationally and worldwide, shawty. People know me and the Stews brand in these streets. I'll at you both. Once again, the number is 770-847-0536 or email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. Yes! Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show on this Throwback Thursday. And yes, having a good time. Just talked to legendary running back Sam Cunningham doing his thing. And wow, 9-year career in the NFL. Dude said they had, did he say they had 4 brothers between him and Randall Cunningham? If they had a sister, oh, she was protected big time. Sam Cunningham was a big dude. Probably still is a huge dude. And so, man, you can imagine that family. Randall Cunningham's 12 years younger than Sam Cunningham. Incredible family. 404-382-0338. This is the Doug Stewart Show. You can email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. If you're a company out there that would like to partner with us, we'd love to partner with you. So email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, both under @The Doug Stewart Show. And, you can also, check me out. Text the show at 770-847-0536, 770-847-0536. So there's plenty of ways to reach me. And we just had on Sam Cunningham once again. You talk about how they always say so-and-so school is linebacker U. Like, I think if you'd say who's linebacker U, it always been said, and I've always heard Penn State is linebacker U with a bunch of great linebackers at Penn State. Or wide receiver U. I think that maybe the University of Miami can make that claim. I don't know who would be. But when you talk about running back U, there is no debate that running back U is Southern Cal. I mean, you're talking about Sam Cunningham to the lesser extent even, to be honest with you. When you talk about running backs that have come through Southern Cal, Ricky Bell, Reggie Bush. He mentioned O.J. Simpson in the interview. The great Charles White wearing that number 12 jersey. Marcus Allen. Just tremendous, great running backs at Southern Cal. And Sam Cunningham is one of the guys that you mentioned in that conversation. And they had just tremendous players, man. And all of these guys were well-known. O.J. Simpson, just well-known running backs and great running backs. Heisman Trophy winning running backs as well at Southern Cal. All right, the number to the show is 404-382-0338. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the livest, the most interactive sports talk show in America. And football is upon us. And that's the good thing about this Thursday night football is that it's Thursday night. So a lot of the matchups have been bad. The players don't like it. But we get to start our NFL weekend off early. And it's a blessing. And I know the players, a lot of them don't like it, and they feel like that it's not the best football because they're still not recovered from the past weekend. Yeah, they probably have a lot of valid complaints. But as a football fan, I love football. And so, big weekend in the world of football for our Falcons as well as Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Georgia Bulldogs. Falcons on the road right now. Oh, and they're struggling right now. This team is really struggling. They're on the road taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens coming off of a big win this past weekend over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers where they just simply destroyed them. And you know what's going on with the Falcons. They got beat, handedly by the Chicago Bears. Falcons 2-4 right now in the year. they're 0-3 on the road, so that doesn't bode well. And the Ravens 4-2 right now, 2-1 at home, and playing really good football. Joe Flacco is just he's playing well. And a lot of people have a problem with Joe Flacco's contract that he received, and I do too. Didn't think he was deserved or he deserved that type of money, but he's been playing pretty good football, He's been doing pretty well. So it's going to be a real tough one for the Falcons, and not a week to be on the road taking on a physical team like the Baltimore Ravens after the tough loss this past weekend to the Chicago Bears. Georgia Tech, the Yellow Jackets, they're on the road as well. They take on the North Carolina Tar Heels. Tech, had that loss last weekend against Duke, their first loss on the year. And it's never good when you lose against the Duke Blue Devils. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So it's never good to lose to the Duke Blue Devils in football. And so Tech's coming off of that tough loss this past weekend, taking on North Carolina. Hopefully they can get right. The Tar Heels 2-4, 0-2 in the ACC. And once again, Georgia Tech 5-1, 2-1 in the ACC. So hopefully Georgia Tech can get back on the winning track this coming weekend in North Carolina. Also, the Georgia Bulldogs, they're on the road as well. They take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And Brett Bielema and that Razorback team that's 3-3, but man, they've had some tough losses and have really been in some of these games that they lost. So don't sleep on Arkansas. Lost last week to Alabama 14-13, but they were in this game, and Alabama had to score at the end to get the victory. And, Alabama's one of the toughest teams in the country. And so Alabama had to struggle against Arkansas, so Arkansas isn't going to be any pushover. And they also had a close one in overtime to Texas A&M, I believe, the week before. So this isn't a pushover game for the Georgia Bulldogs. And no Todd Gurley still. Waiting to hear word about Todd Gurley's future in Athens with the Bulldogs. And hopefully that should be available this weekend, they're thinking. He's back in practicing with the team. So maybe Todd Gurley will be back with the Bulldogs, possibly even this weekend. So we'll keep our eyes on that. Also, another big game this weekend, not related to the state of Georgia, but to college football and to college football fans in general, is Notre Dame, who earlier today on the show, on the Doug Stewart Show, we had on former Notre Dame coach Lou Holtz, or facsimile thereof. And he was on and doing this damn thing the only way that Lou Holtz can do it. But this weekend, Notre Dame on the road, both teams undefeated, taking on Florida State in Tallahassee. So you got Jameis Winston, who's never lost a game in college football, and you got Everett Golston, never losing a game in college football during the regular season. Okay? So huge game. I mean, clearly the biggest game in the country. You got number 2 Florida State taking on number 5 Notre Dame, and that's going to be a great one. Which one of these games are you looking most forward to? I mean, really. It's just a great weekend of college football. Any weekend of college football is great, but in particular a game like this where you can basically mark your calendar and set your clock. Saturday's Notre Dame-Florida State matchup, once again, will feature 2 quarterbacks who have never lost a regular season game. Jameis Winston is 19-0 as a starter, and Everett Golston is 16-1. But his only loss was in the national championship game, the BCS game, a couple of years ago. So those 2 winning percentages are the best among active FBS quarterbacks with at least 10 starts. So huge game this weekend. One of these guys are going to get their first loss in the regular season of their careers. So big game this weekend between those teams. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. From Fred Mack says Notre Dame still got to come see them USC Trojans. That's right. That's another big game on Notre Dame's schedule. USC isn't the dominant team that they've been over the last couple of years, that they had been over the last couple of years. So that should be a game that Notre Dame should be able to win. So that's what's going on this weekend in college football. Once again, the number is 404-382-0338. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I watched the TV show Blackish last night. Once again, a good show. I mean, good show. Good writing, good episode. Very funny, man. Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross doing the damn thing. The kids are pretty good. They can act as well. So, good topic last night. And the dude in this episode last night, Anthony Anderson had gotten to a situation where he had brought cupcakes to school for his kids. And it just made me laugh because if you've ever worked in an environment, office setting, and the person that brings in donuts, in particular Krispy Kreme donuts, the person that brings them in is like the hero. And Anthony Anderson last night was the hero to his kids' classmates for bringing in these cupcakes. And they were calling him the Cupcake Man or Super Cupcake Man or whatever. And so it was very funny watching that. And they just really have some good storylines, some funny storylines that a lot of people can relate to. So I think it's a real good show. You are listening to The Doug Stewart Show. And they're doing the damn thing, man. Make sure you tell 13 people. We are up to 13 people. Yes. Tell 13 people about The Live. It's the most fun, the most interactive sports talk show in America. We do it every Monday through Friday from 11 to 1 p.m. All throughout the week. And we doing the damn thing, man. We have big guests. I mean, we had on a man about 15 minutes ago. That's the sole reason why they letting brothers play football in the SEC. Yes, Sam Cunningham, the older brother of Randall Cunningham as well. So I need to hit him up and see if we can get Randall on the show too. That'd be real good. All right, up next on the Doug Stewart Show, man. A couple little basketball notes out there. The NBA is right around the corner. Yes, so we'll talk about those. Grab your calls, read your chat, read your tweets. I'm going to go on Twitter. And my Twitter handle is at The Doug Stewart Show. I'm going to go on Twitter and read some of the Twitter posts as well. Don't go away. It's The Doug Stewart Show.
I'm always saying get with the times. Stop acting like you at your mama house. Calling that girl you met at summer camp 2 states away, and your mama screaming out, "I know you better not be talking long distance running up my bill with that little hussy girl." Well, get with the times with the long distance charges. Presenting Univon. Univon offers unlimited worldwide calling to 60 plus countries for $14.99 a month. No contract, no activation fee, and no cancellation fee. Users can call anytime using their mobile phone or home IP phone. So stop flushing money down the drain. Get more details by clicking Univon's link banner on thedougstewartshow.com or the link on the DougStewartShow.com app. Try out Univon and call your peoples like you not at your mama house. So you think you're a fantasy whiz, huh? Well, prove it and make some nice scratch at the same time. Scratch is money. What you know about FanDuel? FanDuel packs the thrill of a whole season in 1 week. Play in 1 week fantasy football leagues for free money with immediate cash payouts. The money is real with no season-long commitment. That's huge because when your team starts to suck, you don't want to play no more. It's no more fun. Trade everybody. I've been there. You play win and how much you want. Deposit now and FanDuel will match it up to $200. Use the promo code COOLER. That's COOLER, and take advantage of free loot to get your game on. FanDuel, where every week is a new season. The Doug Stewart Show is off and running. But just like every company, we need sponsors. Would yours like to work with one of the livest, most dynamic, and recognized sports talk dudes in America? By the way, I'm talking about myself. Getting in on the ground floor? Well, call us at 770-847-0536 or email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com and let's do business. From the smallest company in Atlanta to the biggest brands nationally and worldwide, shawty, people know me and the Stews brand in these streets. Holla at your boy. Once again, the number is 770-847-0536 or email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. What is 911 Tax Relief? It's a tax relief company that can help you reduce or remove your IRS or state tax debt. They'll help stop bank levies and wage garnishments by implementing offers in compromise or penalty abatements. 911 Tax Relief is a tax relief company, but they're different from the others. Their experts are licensed, enrolled tax agents, and they also have more than 12 years experience helping people solve their tax problems. They're a tax relief company that understands how the IRS works, and they'll also put that knowledge